Today we're going to be looking at Mr. Incorrect by Malcolm Todd. We'll be in E standard for today, and we're going to go over all three guitar parts and a really good solo. Guitar 1 is very simple, and it's the chords. It's a chord progression. There's two main chord progressions, and they basically repeat over the entire song. And the first of the two chord progressions goes like this. And the chords here are C minor 7, F7, D7, and then G7. Okay? And the strumming pattern is down, up, mute. Down, up, mute. Okay? So. And in the intro we play this 2 times. The first time we go through the whole chord progression, but on the second time, when he starts doing the whispering 1, 2, 3, we go, and we don't play the G7. And for the verse and the choruses, we just play through that chord progression without any changes. But in the interlude, however, which is before the solo, it does change. We play the chord progression, we go through the chord progression 4 times, but the strumming pattern is different. The strumming pattern for these last 4 times before the solo is just going through the chord like that and letting it ring out throughout the bar, and we do that 3 times fully, and on the 4th time we only play the first 3 chords, and then we have the solo, which is a different chord progression. And the chord progression for the solo goes like this. Okay, and the chords we're using in this chord progression are A sharp minor 7, D sharp 7, C7, and then F7. Okay, and we're going to play through the whole chord progression 4 times during the entirety of the solo, and we're just going to strum through the chords as we did before in the interlude. And for guitar 2, we're going to have a melody line that is basically repeated throughout the entirety of the song in different ways, or different sections of it are repeated. But the melody is going to go, and so on and so forth. And this melody is just 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 3, and that repeats 3 times. And then we have 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 3. Okay? And in the first chorus, which is just the first bit where he's singing, we're going to play that through normally 4 times. And then we have the bridge, which comes right after the chorus. And in that, we're not going to be playing the first 3 bars of this melody, we're only going to be playing the 4th. So we won't be playing. We'll just stay silent for that, or for that duration, and we're going to play the 4th. So we're going to play, which will line up with the second melody, which we'll talk about in a minute. And we're going to do this twice. So it's an 8-bar bridge, and we're going to play every 4th bar. So we're not going to play for the first 3, we're going to play this on the 4th, not play the next 3, and then play this on the last 8th. Okay? And the same happens with the verse, which is 16 bars, but we only play this melody 3 times. So we have the same thing where we're not playing for the first 3 bars, we play the melody, then we repeat that 4 bars, but on the 4th time we're playing the melody. On the 16th bar, we're going to do a different melody. We're going to go, okay, which is just a hammer-on from 4 to 6. Okay, hammer-on from 4 to 6, then 4, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay, then we have the chorus again, which is just exactly the same as the first chorus. We're just going to play normally the melody. We're going to do that 4 times. Then we have another bridge after that chorus, but in this bridge, in this second bridge, we are going to be playing for the full 8 bars. But we do change the melody on the first time that we play through the whole melody, and it's the last bar this bit that changes, so it will sound like, and then you repeat it as normally. So that is just the normal first 3 times, exactly the same as before, but instead of this, the last bar of the melody, we're going to go, okay, which is just basically the same thing an octave up. It's 10, 11, 10, 13, 11, 10. And then we repeat the whole melody as normal the second time. Okay? Then we have the interlude before the solo, and we won't be playing anything for the first 7 bars. So that is 1 time through the melody, we won't be playing it, and then we won't be playing the first. We won't be playing that. On the 8th bar, we are going to play, and then we're silent again for the next 8 bars up to the solo. And in the solo, the melody changes because the chords change. And we play this new melody 4 times the whole way through the solo. It doesn't change at all. So we're just going to go. 4 times. And this new melody goes 1 3 1 3 1 1 3 1 3 1 1 3 1 3 1 1 2 1 3 1 1. Okay? And that plays right up to the end of the song. Now we have guitar 3, which does include the solo. And the first time that we hear guitar 3, or that we're playing as guitar 3, is in the bridge, the first bridge, and we're going to play. There's 2 phrases in this, and they are very similar. The first phrase is going to go 13, 11, 10, 12, 11, 13, 11, 10, 12, 10, 13, 11, 10, 12, 11, 10, 11, 10, 13, 11, 11, okay? Okay, the second phrase is basically exactly the same, but with just one change, and it is a bend. So the first section of it is exactly the same, it's still 13, 11, 10, 12, 11, but then we bend the 13 up to 15. Okay, so we bend the 13, 11, 10, 12, 10, 13, 11, 10, 12, 11, 10, 11, 10, 13, 11, 11, okay? Then the next time that we play is in the chorus, and we have a rather long melody that plays over the whole chorus. And there's one phrase that does repeat quite a lot, and in the chorus we're going to play this melody. So, we're going to have, I'm going to call this melody 1, so I don't have to keep repeating myself. So melody 1 goes a slide from 13 up to 15, okay? And then 13, 15, 13, 15, okay? That repeats 3 times on the first section of melody. So, then we have this to finish off the first part of the melody, and that is just 15, 16, 15, 17, 15, 15. Then we have melody 1 twice more. Then we have this to finish off that second part of the melody, or second section of the melody, which is just, okay? And that is just a slide from 13 to 15, and then 13, 15, slide to 13 to 15 again, but kind of delay it, so hang on the 13 a little bit, like that, then back to 13, 12. Then we have melody 1 3 more times, and then instead of, we go, okay, so that is just 12, 12, 10, 12. Okay, so the last 2 bars of that section will go. Then we have that second section of the melody exactly the same again to finish off this whole melody, and that's just. Okay, and then we play again in the last 8 bars of the interlude before the solo, and then we will play the solo. But what we're going to play in that is. Okay, and again, like the melody before, there's a bit of repetition, and I'm going to call this melody Melody 1 again. And Melody 1 is just going to go. Okay, and that is just 15, 16, 15, 15, 15. And that last 15 is right before the next bar. Okay, so we have Melody 1. And then we have. Okay, and that is just a walk up. So 15, 16, 18. Okay, 15, 16, 18, 16, 15, 15. Then Melody 1 again. And then in the second section of the whole melody, we're going to have basically exactly the same thing. So Melody 1 twice, and then that third melody. So. But instead of going back to Melody 1 on the last time, we're going to go. Okay, so that'll sound like. Okay, and that last bit is just a slide from 15 to 12. And then pick 12 twice. Okay, now we have the solo. The solo is going to go like this. The solo is going to go like this. I'll play it in a second, but I'm going to explain it in terms of phrases. So I'm going to do one separate phrase at a time because there's quite a lot of notes to do all in one go. Okay, so phrase 1 is going to be this. Okay, and that's just a slide from 8 to 10, then 8, 10, 9, and bend the 9. Bend it up and down. Okay? And then phrase 2 is going to be. Okay? And we're going to do a unison bend here. So a unison bend is where we bend one note whilst ringing out another. So we're going to bend 11 on the B string, and then we're going to hold or let ring out an 8 on the E string. So we're going to unison bend, and then 11, 9, and then bend 11 up and down, and then 9 twice. Then phrase 3 is going to be. Okay, and that's just a bend from 8 to 10, then 8, 10, 9, 8, then 11, 8, 8. Okay, and then phrase 4 is going to be. Okay, and that is just 9, 10, 8 is 10, slide, 8, 8. Okay, phrase 5 is going to be. Okay, and that is a hammer-on pull-off on 8 and 9, and then bend 11, and then 11. Okay, 11, 9, 10, 9. Phrase 6 is going to be. Okay, and that is a slide from 8 to 10, 8, 9, 10, and then 8. and then quickly 8, 10, 8. Okay? And then 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, and then slide up to 15. So that whole phrase okay, phrase 7 is going to be okay, and that is just 9, 11, 9, and then a double stop on 8 and 9. Okay, so and do that double stop twice. Then hammer on from 8 to 10, then 9, twice. And then after we do that twice, we're going to go 8, 9. Okay, so we have okay, phrase 8 is going to be okay, and that is just a bend up and down. Okay, but when we're doing that, we're going to pick on the bend up, and then when we're up, we're going to pick on the down, and then we're going to go 9, 10, 8, 10, 8, 11, 8. Oh, sorry, 11, 8, 8. So, okay, and then the last phrase, phrase 9, is going to go and that is just 8, 11, 8, 9, 10, 8, 10, okay? Then 13, 11, and then bend 11, up and down, and then we're going to pick the 9, then double stops, okay, on 8 and 9, and then we're going to do some harmonics on the 9th fret, on the G and B, and we're going to go, we're just going to pick up and down through the G and B while doing those harmonics. So the last phrase is going to go okay, and that is the end of the song. So that is the end of this tutorial. We've been through all the guitar parts. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful or useful, then give it a like, subscribe if you're new, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload, and I will see you in the next video.